It's Myron again. Just wanted to talk a little bit briefly about one of the most important words in our life, and that word is attitude. If we don't learn how to manage our own attitudes, we're never going to manage much of anything else in our lives. When we think about the attitude, we need to let's think about the jungle. Let's think about the king of the jungle. And so we're going to talk about the lion. You know, the lion's not the tallest. He's not the largest animal. He's not the heaviest animal. He's not the smartest animal. He's not even the fastest. But he is the king of the jungle. And we must ask ourselves, why is he the king? What makes the lion the king of the jungle? It's his attitude. When the lion sees an elephant, he sees lunch. The elephant's size doesn't matter, and so it is with our lives as well. We have to look at obstacles not as obstacles. We just have to look at them as roadblocks or detours in our lives. Each animal is a reflection of its own attitude, because the elephant lives in fear of the lion. Matter of fact, all the animals live in fear of the lion. And one of the things that can help our attitudes is something that I like to term daily affirmations. We need to affirm what we want to accomplish daily. We also need to increase our expectations of ourselves. You know, some of the things I say each morning to myself is I have a magnetic personality. I'm a good find in every person that I meet. Sharp, quality, ambitious people are attracted to me everywhere I go. We need to affirm what we expect. Our expectations determine our attitudes. If we change our attitudes, the world around us is going to change, and it's going to assist us in going after and accomplishing our goals. If we believe every person we meet is a friend, that's how they're going to come across to you. But if you don't see them as a friend, they're going to come across that way to you as well. How many of us like to keep a distance from a person because of the way they act? It's their attitude that attracts or repels us. If we have high expectations, our attitudes are going to reflect it. On the flip side, if we have low expectations, that's going to manifest in our lives as well. It kind of reminds me of a guy who was at a carnival one time. He was walking throughout the carnival grounds, and he saw a sign that said "Fortunes Told, $10." So he went in and gave the lady his $10, and she took his palm and she told him he would be poor and unhappy until age 45. And he was sad for a moment, then a light bulb went off in his head. He wanted to know what was going to happen after age 45. And the fortune teller told him, oh, by then you'll be used to it. And the point I want to make with that story right there is his expectations were low of themselves because his attitude had been poor as well. We have to be careful about what we feed our mind on a daily basis. Each one of us has 40 to 50,000 thoughts per day. Over 80% of those thoughts are negative. That's why most people you encounter have bad attitudes. They haven't decided to change their thoughts. The number one solution to having a great attitude is to immerse yourself in some positive mental attitude books. Books like Think and Grow Rich, The Magic of Thinking Big, Thinking for a Change. You notice all those books had thinking in there. The difference between a leader and a follower is the attitude.